Hello and welcome back to the Bump Out Podcast. My name is Hayden Short and I'm joined by my best mate, Adrian Messner. Another Broncos victory, Mez. How are you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I got to say, what was it, Friday night? Friday night, not so great.
Yeah.
But my weekend, much better than Friday night.
That's good. Quick recap. Not everything because you had a lot on. Busy man as usual.
Very busy. So Saturday was a pretty chill one at home, actually. And then Sunday we had double birthdays.
Nice.
Double birthdays. So my wife's side and also to my mum. Happy birthday, mum.
Happy birthday, Mum. Today? What are they doing? Anything?
Nothing. She's
Work?
going to work and she wanted to go to yoga. So
Love that.
everyone's left her alone for the day.
Yoga.
Lucky her. Lucky her.
We got to get into yoga, I think.
Hot
yoga.
Hot yoga. I want to do hot
Sweating while
Pilates.
Oh, that'd be hard.
Mm.
They'd have to have like disinfectant everywhere ready to go. Because we'd be wet as.
We'd be dripping. We'd be dripping.
Which is good for a change because other people will join us.
Finally. We're going to be waiting, 29, nearly 30 years for you. Second last episode of the 29-year-old, by the way. Congratulations on the milestone.
Thank you.
Milestone game, nearly.
Milestone, nearly there.
It's like your 99th NRL game.
Yes. So Friday's my birthday, 30th. If anyone wants to buy me anything or give me anything,
Yep.
that's the day.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, Broncos reach out.
Broncos reach out.
Of course.
Of course.
That'd be
Hayden,
good.
How was your weekend, bro?
It was good. Very nice. Very fun. Tara went away, so I missed
Hence
her
the
a bit.
fun. Hence the fun. Yep.
Yeah. So I got into work and work.
Nice.
Double work.
Double work.
Work didn't stop.
Plenty of time to work, which is nice.
Yeah.
Apart
And
from
celebrate victories.
That's right. Very nice. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Very lucky for you.
I know.
Extremely lucky for you.
Please follow us on Instagram and TikTok, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
No less.
All right, Mez. Friday night, game 1 of the week. Brisbane Broncos defeated the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs 22-18.
Say it again. I want to feel the pain.
The Brisbane Broncos, Hayden's team, defeated the Adrian Messner's team. Adrian Messner's team. Adrian, your team. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs.
Yep.
22-18.
Yep. This one hurts, bro. This one hurts. You are officially our bogey team for this year.
It feels like it.
We were yours last year,
Yeah.
year before as well.
Last few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 40 points plus too.
The shoe's on the other foot for once, and I am not enjoying it. Not enjoying it.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of the top teams have just fallen off a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of players out. Let's start with that. Preface it with a lot of teams, especially like the Raiders. Yeah, there have been close games at the Storm.
Yep.
Everyone had players missing. But to be 18-0 up and then for the Broncos to come back,
Yep.
I was bagging them first half. I've got in my notes, there's some bullshit I still need to bring up that I'm not happy with because it should have been probably 6-4 halftime doggies.
Right.
I think the hardest part for you guys is we gave you 2 tries from not catching the ball in the air. I say let it bounce, Adrian. Everyone knows that.
You are
I practice what I preach.
Mr. Let It Bounce.
I'm Mr. Let It Bounce. But you let it bounce if there's no one near you.
Obviously.
If there's people near you, attack the ball at least.
Yeah. Even you were yelling, catch that one.
Catch it.
Catch that one.
Catch that one. See?
Catch that one.
Not catch it all. Catch that one.
Catch that one.
So I don't want to be too negative today. You can be as critical as you want on the
Okay.
Bulldogs, but I'm not going to be too negative on the players because there's some stuff I could say that I don't think I'd want to be kept on record.
Let's just say you can tell that the Origin stars and our
We're missing.
were missing.
Big
You
time.
could tell. From the quality of the game to the quality of finishing a game,
Yeah.
I think it was evident in the gameplay. Wasn't the highest standard of NRL, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't really,
There's something I will say though. Selwyn Cobbo needs a bit more urgency. Fitness, urgency.
Yeah.
I know there are possibly things off the field
Yes.
that are happening with him. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
towards the end, very positive, happy. Dad actually said to me, he played pretty good second half.
On the
and I
front
was like,
foot, yeah.
okay. He caught the ball and did his job at the back. Yeah, sure. But
Wasn't special.
being critical, that was bottom out of 17 teams.
Bottom
2.
6? Okay.
Bottom 2.
You're a bit more critical
Seriously,
than me, yeah.
bottom 2. Like, you're letting the ball bounce in first grade.
Yeah. Shouldn't
The
be doing
first
that.
thing you say to me all the time is under 10s, you're taught
On the full.
never let the ball bounce.
On the full,
Hence
on the
why
full,
I
on
never
the full.
played rugby league because I say let it bounce.
Exactly.
The complete opposite of what Adrian's learnt all his life playing NRL. NRL/rugby league / can I say NRL?
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
usually that's the highest standard, isn't it?
It is
that
the
like
highest standard.
saying-
It's rugby league.
So you're playing the game of rugby league.
Playing the game of rugby league.
So it's not national rugby league, just the local rugby league.
No, I was just not good enough to do that.
Just. All right, I'll go through. Maybe stop me when you want, or do you want to go Broncos, Bulldogs? How do you want to do it?
I think you do that because mainly for the Bulldogs, it's going to be very like second half heavy. So I think we should sort of roll through the game as you do.
Good. I think at the start of the game, all I said was keep it respectable.
Yeah.
Keep it respectable. It's hard. I went into it thinking we're going to lose.
Yeah.
For once, I didn't tip or bet against us. So maybe that's why the omens were there. As soon as I bet against us, it would have flipped and I would have been like, please, I shouldn't have.
Yep.
Too many errors. Kick the ball out in the full. At the end of grindy sets that I think we did pretty well.
Yes.
Put the Dogs in really good field position, therefore led to points.
Pretty simple.
It was probably the same thing second half for the Dogs.
Yep.
Tries come off the stray passing attack. Cobbo, no urgency at all, showing why he's not a fullback.
Definitely not a fullback.
That's another thing.
Not enough fitness.
Nah.
He hasn't trained there all year. Like, give the guy a break, right?
Exactly.
He's been training on the wing.
Yeah.
Majority.
The preseason, that was the blight on Latrell as well.
Yeah.
Didn't have the fitness, comes back after a good preseason, looks great.
Oh,
he's
fantastic.
a fullback again.
Absolutely.
Work your way into it.
Yeah.
Reynolds kicks out in the full, then grubs it dead. When Reynolds plays bad. He plays very bad.
Oh, yeah.
That's something I had written down.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just want to talk about this. Kickout with his arm all over the ball, pushes it out.
Yes.
With his forearm, not the hand open with the stripping action.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played NRL, so I don't, or Rugby League, sorry.
Rugby League.
So I don't know the strip.
Mm-hmm.
You physically have to look like you're stripping the ball. Getting your arm around the ball and pushing it out with your hand on purpose, I think is a strip.
Okay.
Stupid rule to not be a strip.
So the only thing that I say to you is we are taught to wrap the ball.
Yeah.
Wrapping the ball means everything but your hand needs to be protecting that ball, making sure you don't get offloads. It's all in contact, all right? It's the first thing that you need to do. Even now they teach you, it used to be can't run without legs. You hit the legs first. Now it's wrap the ball. And if you're, if you get taught by, an NRL star, one comes to mind like John Sutton. I think he does a fair bit of stuff like that. They tell you, you need to hit high first, wrap the ball, then someone comes and chops the legs. So I think, was Kickout manipulating the rule? Absolutely. But it's gamesmanship, bro.
Yeah.
You need to win in every facet that you can. And if it's a loose carry, if you can feel that they're wrapping the ball, I think you need to make a little bit more of an effort on the Broncos' end. Do you remember who it was?
No.
So I just felt like they needed to have a bit more preface on, okay, shit, I can feel he's wrapped the ball here. It's a bit loose. I need to tuck that right in.
But I think it was one hand. On one. Didn't he have it in one arm and he had it in and then he kind of just moved his
forearm.
wrist. Yeah, forearm wrist. But he
it's
purposely
still a loose carry though.
But if he goes towards the ball and moves it into the ball to knock it out, that has to be a strip. So you have to be like that.
It's not. You have to have open hand stripping motion. Yeah.
It's going to be changed because everyone's just going to do that.
But it happens even when, have you seen when they like play at the ball or like when they play at the arm at marker?
So
you know how many
even
times...
Even in a tackle, if they're not looking and they hit it, that's okay.
That's what I mean.
Which I don't mind that because that's striking at the ball.
Yeah.
But when you're in it and holding it and then because you don't have an open palm, because it's closed and you're still striking it.
Suppose you look at the same thing. You look at the same like sort of thing. If they're holding the ball out in front of them and you go with your forearm and hit it, you're still technically...
playing at the ball.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
That frustrated me because it would have...
I think we copped one.
We
copped one, bro. It was one. We copped another one later on as well that I thought was a strip, but I think we disagreed again, but...
Maybe.
I think we didn't have our eyes open fully there for that one.
Probably. I feel like when we ran direct and held the ball, we scored points.
Well, when you had the ball...
When we had the ball. That was another thing.
Didn't cook it... Like, your completion rate was so low to start.
I think it was like 62 or something.
Dogs, we didn't have to do much, bro. Like, we were in there and the blueprint was set. It was just grinded out.
You had 10 more sets than us, I think, at one stage.
Yeah.
10 more sets. Not completed, just 10 more sets.
Yeah.
In general, in gameplay.
Yeah, I think so.
Go to you because I've got some positives.
Some positives for your team?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
You want me to go?
No, you go to yours and I'll bring it around back to us.
Look, I think in the first half, we did the things that we needed to do. We mounted pressure. The running game from the halves in their kicking game was quite nice. Galvin does tend to like to go sideways. He didn't really in the first half. You could see when the game was slipping away, it's sort of his go-to, which I didn't like, but I'm going to continue without talking about Galvin because I want to talk about it properly. I think we rolled through the ruck. We had a lot of A defender runs. I think you guys sort of missed the jump initially and we started to roll you through the ruck.
Yep.
We hit a lot of players on unders. I think we were really trying to strip you for numbers, and it sort of worked. We did condense your defensive line. You saw with the scrum move played us to score the first try. Shout out to Marcelo Montoya and my Sportsbet account.
Yep.
Thank you very much. We were truly ahead, and we just got complacent. And when complacency set, we went away from our game plan. It's not Bulldogs footy. It's not what we do. What we needed to do was continually grind you out, and we needed to rely on our defensive system. And instead, we decided to get the ball and try and go flashy. We're not going to beat you in flash. What do the Broncos have? You say it every week. They're going to score more points than you.
That's it.
You can out-defend us, but we are going to score more points than you.
We did it again.
You've done it again. You did it to the
20
Sharks. You also did it. Who did you beat last week? You beat the Sharks, you beat the Warriors, and you beat
Fair
the
enough,
Dogs.
they had injuries as well, but Sharks had no excuse, and you guys had... Sharks had the most excuse. You guys probably third or second. What do you reckon over the Wires? 'Cause they
Wires had injuries. Wires had injuries. They were very affected that game
HIAs
too.
as well. Yeah.
You guys both you beat 3 teams in a row with a good 20-minute period.
That's
Don't know
worrying
whether
for the coach.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for you.
It's good for us because you say, look, you got the blueprint.
Yeah.
Now let's just build the foundation to get to it, or start with it.
But it's also like in the Warriors game, you did start with it. It's being able to then, I think your ability to change your game plan is a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
Like you started, then you needed to grind that game out against the Warriors.
Yeah.
Now, looking at that game, you tried to get into the grind and you were out enthused really early.
Yeah, I still don't think that because we just dropped too much ball.
Well, you didn't have the ball.
We also didn't catch the ball.
We starved you with the ball. We starved you with field
You
position
kicked a
too.
normal. You didn't even kick torpies.
No.
And it was up and over, and they still didn't get under it. That's the thing. You get Walsh at the back there. I really think it's 6-4 half time. And then they go in. We go in with so much confidence because you go in going
changes the
shit,
game.
They've got points in them. Where we go in going, fuck, they're the best defensive side in the comp, and we still got them.
It would make for a better second half for both teams. I think you'd see the best of both teams come out in that second half. But realistically, to sum out the game up for the Bulldogs, this was just a game that we needed to put away, and we didn't.
Yeah,
simple. If we miss the top 4, touch wood, towards the end of the year, we're going to look back on a game like this and go, that's where we should have cashed the points, and we didn't. Early in the year, that's consistent with what we did. We won games from different predicaments and different situations in the games, but we just couldn't ice it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Let me just talk to you about Lockie Galvin then.
Yeah.
What do you think in regards to the rotation of Lockie Galvin playing a couple weeks on the bench, coming into the halves, moving Sexton, moving Reid Marnie? Now we know that Toby Sexton is moving on. Reid Marnie's moving on.
Yeah.
Do you think that there needs to be a difficult decision made specifically towards Reid Marnie or Toby Sexton no longer playing first grade this year so that we can create these combinations? If their push is for next year and you want Lockie Galvin to play halfback or through the middle, do you think that they need to make the decision now and work towards next year?
No, I don't. I think the off-season, like we said, the off-season is enough time to build foundation there and combinations.
Yep.
I think they should keep doing what they're doing, exactly. But I think if Toby Sexton comes off and Reid Marnie comes off, if Galvin comes on, Toby Sexton doesn't have to stay on at 9. Toby Sexton comes off, that's a straight swap. Then it's Galvin's side. Burton comes off the back of it, gives out the back to Tracy, who gives out to the strike players.
Okay.
You don't start going, go here, go there, go. Marnie is he's the constant. That's why I'm so surprised you got rid of him.
Me too.
He's the constant. Good service, great tackling ability, and then he joins the Cowboys.
Perfect.
He's Reece Robson.
Perfect fit.
I really don't understand it. The Cowboys are the winners here.
Big time.
The Cowboys are the Roosters are the winners here.
Oh, yeah.
The Doggies may have someone coming up as well, although I'm a huge fan of Bailey Hayward, huge fan of Kurt Mann. I think you get Galvin on, Toby Sexton straight swap, Reid Marnie comes off, Kurt Mann or Bailey Hayward comes on, win-win. You got your 7, your 6, it's done. Let him run there. If he wants to go sideways, that's okay.
So you think that Galvin and Burton is the way forward?
I'm still critical on him being a 7. Who's your 7?
Bro,
And it looks like they're a bit headless chooky out there.
we have Mitchell Woods, one of the best game-managing young halves that I think you could say that we've seen so far.
Yeah. I watched his New South Wales Cup on the weekend. Impressive.
Bro, that's his second cup game.
Looking good.
Second cup game.
Bigger body than I expected too.
So it's not like we're going to be able to go, you know what? Let's make the hard decision. Lockie, you're not going to play first grade this year. You're going to go to cup. You're going to play 7 Mitch Woods is going to be sitting there like, bro, you just signed me till 2028. What do you mean? Why am I not playing 7 in Cup? I thought this was the plan moving forward. What I would like to see done is either Reid Marnie or Toby Sexton. Either of them are the most unluckiest bloke on this earth because they have done so much for us up until now. What are we, round 19 for in this year and our push towards a premiership? I think one of them doesn't play this year for the rest of the year. And you choose, Lockie's going to come on. He's going to, let's say Marnie misses out. Bailey's going to play 9. Lockie, you're going to play Bailey's role off the bench. Done. Or Toby. Yeah, well, so Kurtman will play 13.
Still, okay.
Similar role. Or Toby, sorry, mate, you're going to the Catalan Dragons next year. Lockie, you're in at 7. It's done.
Okay. It's possible here that Burton is moving to fullback or centre again. I'm still happy with it.
Didn't like it.
Didn't like it, but he's not well. He's not well. And he hasn't had the preseason to lose weight.
60%, 70%.
He was struggling. And it was good because if he wasn't struggling, he still set up really good tries, great kicking behind, good mounting pressure for the attack. Like imagine him at full pace with Crichton on the other side.
Yeah.
Man, come on. Like
he just might not have that fitness or that
agility
to play
that's
fullback.
What everyone's been saying to us too. At the moment, it looks like it. But if you take the weight off him, get him 100% fit, I think you go Galvin 6, Mitch Wood 7, Bailey 9, Kurtman 13, and then you just bring in the young boys. So if Galvin can be a 7, great. But if not, Woods is there. Galvin, he's proven at 6.
You know what they do? They keep saying that they've got this big plan, and it's when they're not deviating. I still just think maybe Crichton's the fullback and Burton's going to go back to the centres.
That's possible. What would be best for the team? Big plays. You want Crichton around the ball. I think it's positive. It's all positive. Like you lost the game with half your players out, and not as in half your nucleus out, half the heart out. Yeah. Half the point that Serrata was brought in to defend, half of them weren't there. The big plays comes from Crichton. Who'd you give it to in the last ball against Penrith last week? It was Crichton. And if he hits the ball on the chest, it's a try and you win the game, and he's the best player in the world. Like, and it didn't happen. If he's there, this changes. I think the defense changes. Like, Broncos ran direct, held the ball, and ran double leads.
Double leads.
Double leads.
That's
seriously. It was Reynolds to Mam to Hoyter, and then double lead Reynolds to Mam to Piacorta.
I don't think we've seen it before.
No, and I think someone to point that out and help is one of the best defensive centers in the comp, and he's right.
Critter, yeah, it's where you attacked, and we also moved our left winger and left centre to the right side.
And it doesn't. None of this is positive for the Dogs because yes, you had players running at you, but arguably. They're not the best players at the moment and they're not actually in form. Yeah. And they're probably not even first graders. Some of them aren't first graders.
Some of them aren't.
Like you look at them and some of the Broncos players that were on there probably aren't going to get another game this year.
Yeah.
As soon as the big boys are back, sorry boys, but you're not probably going to get another game.
Yeah.
You deserve to be there, but you're not going to get it with the Shibasaki goatee we have.
Yeah, well, you guys...
When he comes in Origin and gets man of the series from one game, seriously, it's just...
Can't believe it.
There's just some teams you just can't get the wood over Mez. And one of them is us, unfortunately, this year.
This year.
I just don't know how. Seriously, though, in all seriousness, like the fact that we won that game it makes me so happy.
Who are the winners? The winners are you and me sitting here.
Yeah.
Like both of these teams have gone into their origin period at different stages of the comp, right? We were leading. You weren't looking so great.
No.
Through this period, we've lost all our origin stars. Yeah, we haven't looked great. There's been a lot of movement, but I'm confident that we will come out of this period stronger. And once we get that nucleus of the team back, we're going to be pushing for that premiership.
I think
so.
And
for you guys, the most exciting part is you've sort of got that attitude back where you're like, fuck boys, this is how we play. And your boys aren't even there.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
That's the bit. It's Mam. Honestly, it's Mam. I don't know what...
It's attitude, man.
I don't know how... He comes on, he has a bit about him.
You know what I like? He's visibly pissed off when he's losing. And some people say, too competitive, you need to think more, with your head rather than your heart. Nah, bro.
It's instinctual.
It's
He's all instinct.
Yeah. And I like that everyone sort of follows him.
The thing that I think teams have got to stop doing and fans, stop booing him. I think it spurs him on. It happened against Sharks, it happened against the Waz, and it happened again.
So he's had some good weeks the last 3 weeks.
You keep booing him and you keep geeing him up and you see when he scores or sets him up, he's there.
And it pissed me off watching him do it.
Yeah. But it's so good to watch if you're not If you're not against him.
if I'm a neutral,
If you're not against him, it's brilliant.
If I'm sitting there watching it with you and they're versing anyone but the Bulldogs, I'm clapping him on.
He's one of the
mad.
best on the front foot. He's one of the most exciting players in the competition.
Oh, big time, bro. Big time. He'll be in that Queensland frame next year, the year after.
Over Walsh.
Yeah.
What he can do is there's more in his arsenal.
You think it's less rocks and diamonds? Like it's more diamonds and rocks. He's pretty good.
Forced to it. Considering his age and how much he's forced.
And you remember
that's the best bit.
when they were talking about him, like, oh yeah, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he might get a game here or there. Comes in,
forced in, bottom of the table stuff. That's why, because we were playing shit.
But you also had some injuries and stuff in that key area.
Exactly right.
Exciting,
this
man.
Is without Ben Hunt too.
Exciting. Yeah. You get not Blake Moser, Ben Hunt back in that team, and he plays 9. You keep Billy Walters on the bench.
Billy Walters.
Fucking shout out to that guy, bro.
Yeah.
100th game on the weekend. Tore us to bits. He came on and he just straightened everything up. That's what you need, bro.
It is. And it's very hard to see. And also, that's another thing to be critical of. Serraldo would be going, Broncos come back from attacking that ruck. At the line, Pakes and Walters, I reckon, if you go back to most dummy half tries, I reckon Pakes and Walters together are leading the comp. As the duo of, like even maybe Starling and Paddy because of...
Little and Cookie as well.
Oh, but Little's a try-scoring machine. Cookie, I don't know as much. Little's a try-scoring machine. Did you see Little nearly chase down Weeks?
Yeah, he's quick.
Bro.
He's quick, bro.
Weeks, fair enough, run the whole field. He was off balance, but still. I reckon Pakes and Walters would be up there for the most tries around the ruck, and that swings the game completely.
I think so.
Because they're just, you look at them and you go, they got nothing. Like,
they're not going to go.
They're going to Willison. They're going to Haas. They're going to Carrigan.
It's good
they're going to
it's
Man.
Good coaching.
It's just straight through the ruck. It's so smart. Imagine Ben Hunt there.
That's what I mean.
My God.
It was a good game for a battle between in the ruck. I think.
Yeah,
bro. When do we get this game again this year? We wouldn't, would we?
No, we already had it twice.
Done. So we'll meet you in the grand final. Hope not.
No, I don't want to lose against you. I can't lose against you.
Minus
in the grand
first semi. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
What is it? First versus fourth. We'll come first. You finish fourth.
Jeez, we need to win.
That'd be nice.
Nearly every game. We'd need Warriors to really fall off, which probably could happen. Sorry, Waz fans.
Don't say that too loud.
Sorry, Waz fans.
Don't say that too loud. They're already coming.
Adrian, 2 out of 2, baby. 2 out of 2.
Yeah, well, we'll get you when it counts. So.
I hope not. Saturday, 5:30, Canberra Raiders defeated the St. George Illawarra Dragons 28-24. I think we're not going to go as much in the game in this one, and even this weekend.
Okay.
It's very hard to be critical of specific things like...
Straight away, first thought, critical. Critical towards not a team.
No.
A ref call. Who tipped the Dragons this week, Hayden?
Oh, is that why?
28-24.
Did we talk about it and you changed it?
Nope. I stuck with it and I rolled with it.
Okay, I like that.
I rolled with it. Shout out to the 53 people in my work tipping comp. Me and the guy who follows the Dragons were the only 2 in the whole comp that tipped the
28-24 too.
They scored that Sloan try. It's up to a goal kick.
It looked like it went forward. Out of the hands. Looking back at it though, it's pretty line ball. Line ball.
If it went through, I would have been fair.
Also, just before we get into it, did you see the guy who ribs everyone come out and be positive?
No.
Come out and he was positive.
Oh, I don't even want to.
I know. Hey, if you watch, we've got some people. We've got 75 subscribers now.
Yep.
So we've got some people that are rewatching.
Yeah,
we're averaging pretty high. So if you know what we're talking about,
if you know, you know.
Write in the comments.
We didn't post anything about it, and
we're not
think
going to.
I reposted the Ricky's.
I love that.
Ricky's post conference, and that was enough. We'll never comment on it again.
If you can come out and you support another team who nearly beat you and backed him, that he was the reason they came back.
Yeah.
Credit to you.
Well, he's watching the game as close as anyone, mate. He's going to know
what changed.
He's got more fucking football knowledge than you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And me. Putting my hand up.
Oh, yeah. We didn't say we have more than him.
Not saying
We're not sitting out here calling him names.
Yeah.
Calling the team names.
Very true. Let's continue.
I think it wasn't fair in the first place for Cole Flanagan to be sacked from Roosters.
Fuck.
For what they need.
That's a few years ago, Chad.
Yeah, it's the first thing
I said.
What did they
finish third or something and he got sacked?
It's the same as Penrith. I'm pretty sure, did
Piercy.
Ivan Cleary
Same thing happened to Piercy.
Did Ivan Cleary get done at Penrith as well for coming 5th? Or was it not Ivan Cleary? Someone else got...
Yeah.
Griffin or someone else got done for coming 5th. I was like, I would die to come 5th.
That's a bit much, mate. Come on.
For our club,
got much to live for, mate.
The club would die.
Don't do that.
The club would want to come 5th.
Don't do that. Have positive chats with your mates.
All right, Mess. Kyo Winnix.
Kyo Winnix. Never heard of him.
I actually thought, is it KO or Kyo?
It's KO. Actually, no.
I think it's Kyo.
It's Kyo.
Yeah. Kyo Weeks Clinic. Absolute clinic.
Where do you start? What an excitement machine.
He has superstar qualities. For sure.
He does. And he also has an absolute bludger in him too. Absolute bludger in him, yeah. I've seen him have some pretty poor games, bro.
We're speaking of Savage or Weeks?
We can probably put them in the same sentence.
You can definitely put them in. Hey, and they're not going to say what I think about Weeks, but I think Savage can be, if he starts playing, he'll get Winger of the Year, but it's fallen off.
He did fall off.
It's fallen, you know why? That chat's fallen off for me.
He's sad, bro.
I'm sad.
The hot hamstrings on the other side isn't there. And they're like a combination.
Dynamic
It's like fish and chips. It's like
love
chips and chicken salt.
It's like the Bump Out podcast, Hayden and Adrian.
What? That's a fantastic reference,
racing
actually.
McGregor in a short ball.
Oh, yeah.
Or a right foot.
Shout
out NRL. We got there. I didn't know if we would, but we got there. We're talking about the Dragons. We're allowed to.
We're going to talk about... Can we talk about that a little bit after?
We will, for a little bit.
Time...
Yeah, possibly.
What's the word? Time...
Permitting?
Time permitting. Let's move. Let's talk about this.
You can't beat speed.
You really can't.
His third try... Well, I think it was the individual try of the season.
Yeah.
Beating that many players... 3 tries, 346 run meters.
Yeah, but that's
and I think
three lengths of the fucking
But I think it was
tries.
240 meters off kick returns too.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, he got him, but you have to still run him.
Yeah.
1 try assist, 2 line breaks, 4 line break assists, and 10 tackle breaks, most likely from those runaway tries. But still, from that try, this individual try of the season for me,
big time.
That one, incredible.
Look, is it try of the year?
We have
individual
a team
try of the year.
It's him and Mark Nawangana-Tuwase. That winger one. I think he's going to win from that one. Pure freakish. Yeah, anyone can run like this. We've seen Slater in the past.
You can't beat that.
Shout out Brett Stewart.
Hammer does it every second week too.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. You know what? I take it back. Not individual try, but I will clip it up and people get angry at me for it.
Sure. Let's just roll with it. Why not? Controversy
Welcome to
corner.
our TikTok.
Welcome.
Welcome to our
Literally,
reels.
we are red flag city. Anything that can get us grilled, we love.
Give us a few more from the Raiders and then we'll move on.
From the Raiders, mate, they played a pretty good game plan. I think they had, obviously they wanted to complete high, which is Raiders footy.
Yeah.
Very central attack, good ends to sets. Shout out to Jamal Fogarty once again. His kicking game is, I'd say, top 5 in the NRL.
It has to be.
Him and Cherry come to mind.
Clifford,
you know, all the good ones. Clifford, Cleary, Sam Walker's shot kicking game.
I love Clifford. Oh, sad.
Yeah, he's coming back, bro.
Both Walker and Smith.
Walker.
Brandon Smith.
Yeah, I know. Sam Walker's back.
Yeah, but he comes back and breaks his finger. Brandon Smith comes on the field and gets hurt straight away again.
Sam Walker's ready to go.
Let's
go. Mate, I felt like they started to actually lose key areas in the game towards the break.
Yeah.
Some things just didn't go their way until enter your man, Kayo Weeks. Kayo Weeks. He got that great pickup, runs the field. The Raiders are just different this year, bro. They're very resilient.
They lose these games.
Oh, they do.
And the Dragons don't usually come back. So it's positive for both sides.
Yeah. I think, look, all this team needs to do against that type of opposition is hold the ball. Like, they 100%. Had the class, bro. They were better than them.
Fair enough. No Papali'i, no Hudson Young. Yeah. They're big. That's actually most of their go forward. Tarpany, I think, only played
limited minutes, man.
Yeah.
Maybe
really
40.
Low.
Maybe 40 just
very
off the top
low.
of the dome.
I just think he's got the young boys there. Trusted them.
Yeah.
I don't think Tarpany really changes that game.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little bit of responsibility.
This is the week.
Trey Mooney, what a fucking gun, bro. What a gun. That's why I like him. I think he's got so much potential. I think when you see Papa leave next year, someone's going to have to step up.
You've been calling this for years.
I'm telling you, bro. He just gives me young Tapane vibes. He does. He honestly does.
Yeah.
But he's a bit more C in him.
More rigid too.
Yeah.
He's kind of like...
He's built like a brick shithouse, bro.
He's all shoulders and chest.
He reminds me of Tom Leroyd Lars. Remember Tom Leroyd Lars?
Not as big, not as tall though. He was a big boy.
Leroyd Lars was huge,
Leroyd Lars
bro.
was tall.
And also played for Canberra. There you go. That. Yeah. There you go. Mate, look, they conceded some poor tries. They will be upset with their defensive effort, but the Raiders, they just continue to turn up. They continue to edge out these wins.
That's all they need.
They're just different, man.
It's impressive.
They're just different.
It is. Because you wouldn't see them winning this.
That's what I mean.
Even the way they were playing. Dragons... This is weeks in a row now. Like fair enough. The Eels come back, but they come back.
They've against the Eels, just been a bee's dick away from losing the last couple of games.
And winning, it's like it's so close. It's so good, so good. But it is another miscommunication between Gutho and Sloan leading to the Smithies try.
Smithies' first try.
The positive, that's the thing. They were running. All the boys were on.
They were on.
They knew. Man. It must be during the week. They spend so much time together. Yeah. It must be like, boys, I'm getting it this week.
I can feel it,
mate. Getting it this week,
mate. I'm fucking getting a meat pie this week. I'm fucking telling you.
It's pretty good.
Thanks,
Not
bro.
sure where he's from, but that was pretty good.
England.
Very
If
Peaky
you didn't
Blinders.
pick that one up. England.
Yeah, in England, mate.
Yeah, got ya.
They had some really nice shape, slick hands shown by the Dragons,
As they do.
which I didn't think it would be that good though.
It's what I
To
expect,
really
though.
throw Canberra off and beat them. I know the wingers aren't the best defensively usually, especially at the back of shape.
They beat a
Jeez.
lot. Yeah.
They're not the best. I'd just go intercept all day. If I'm as fast as Tamale, Weeks, or Savage, I'm just intercepting the shit out of it. You're that quick.
Yeah.
Just get up and in straight away. You're fast enough to turn and chase.
I don't know. Ricky might be a bit pissed off for that, but
Yeah. You get in there, you get you don't want to get yelled at every week
Definitely
at
not.
your job. Every week.
definitely not.
Nice link up between Gutho and Sloan though, making up for it.
Yeah.
With that little kick in behind.
Well, that's where I felt like that's where their points came from. Like, and when they got good ball, when the game was in the balance, they just didn't want to go back to Sloan for some reason. I don't know. I would have put the trust in him. If I was Gutho and I was the halfback kind of Flanagan, I would have just went.
I also
just go
think
to him.
the Gutho and Sloan thing, the drop balls, the miscommunication, I think it has to come from effort. It has to come from desire because I don't think it's just miscommunication because everything's off them.
Are they both calling the ball?
I reckon I'm not sure the overcall
It'd be
name or
fullback.
rule.
Fullback would overcall.
So if Sloan's close to it, the Gutho calls, you pull.
You move.
I reckon that's twice Sloan's fault then.
I think so.
But should you trust your winger?
Shout out to that Gurgle. Sorry,
Should
mate.
you trust your winger though?
Yeah, you should. Of course. Gutho very safe under the high ball though. I'd probably
Yeah.
back myself over someone else too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Leading to tries though, you don't want to be doing that. That's Cobbo territory.
You're not wrong.
Worse.
You're not wrong, bro.
Oh, I just got a flashback of how he missed the.
Yeah, let's not go
Just
there.
having speed on the wings,
Yeah.
such a valuable asset.
It is
I
very
love
valuable.
it.
yeah.
I honestly think that most wingers should be really quick or you're not there. Unless you're Brian To'o. Seriously, I
It used to be like that, bro.
speed,
It used to be like that.
Dado Cars.
The early 2000s, it was just quick wingers.
Blacklock?
You'd finish.
Is he a winger?
Blacklock.
Yeah.
Dennon Kemp, if you remember him.
Yeah.
Very
that
good
guy?
winger. Nah, never heard of him.
Never heard. Yeah. What do you think of Sloan staying in the NRL? I think he should. I think he's been shopped around.
I think the easy way out is to go to England and win a Man of Steel.
We've seen Armstrong,
But,
Dufty.
mate, some people, it's a very harsh world in the NRL. And you have to be at the top of your powers each and every week to deliver. And otherwise, you're going to be under the microscope. And him playing at the Dragons, playing fullback for a couple of years now,
Yeah.
you know, coming out and saying that he wants to be the face of the club for the next few years. He wants to really like learn under Gutho and stuff. And now things aren't really going your way. And all of a sudden it's like, I want to go to England. I don't know.
The only reason I say this is because we watched him against Watson for Mounties playing fullback, New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
Remember? Aubrey Keach
Yes, I do.
tore them up so quick.
It's Cup.
Still,
cup.
they're guys who dedicate their whole lot, mostly dedicate
They
their whole
do.
lives
They
to
do.
NRL to make it there.
Yeah.
And he made them look like kids. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Him
I
and
think
Bud
was it
too.
a hat trick? Yeah, together.
Remember the chip? I think there was like a chip and chase that Sloan just did out of nowhere. Off
And
the
then
kick return or
regathered
something.
and runs the field. It's very Hammer-esque.
Ridiculous,
Weeks.
bro. Ridiculous.
Maybe move clubs. Here.
Where's he go? Who takes a punt? It'd have
Para.
to be one of the big boys, wouldn't it?
Para.
Nah.
Has to be Para.
Nah. What? Lomax and Addo Carr
Move to the centre.
and Yongi.
Move into the... Oh, because he wants to play fullback. I was thinking wing. No,
Well, wing or fullback.
Yeah, we got to go on the wing.
You can't go to Penrith. They got Dane
Lomax
Laurie
centres.
waiting in the wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's.
I just think he's such a fluent mover, man. He's a
he
good
should just
player.
go to the Titans. They need another fullback, don't they?
More pace. Jeez, that'd be
Definitely
the
not.
quickest. That'd have to be
Definitely
the
not.
quickest team in the comp.
Definitely not. They don't lack wingers or fucking fullbacks.
That would be the
bro.
quickest team in the comp, though.
I think they already are.
They probably
They already are. Dragons,
Yeah.
bro.
Good fight back.
Look, they did everything right in the period to come back.
Yeah.
They fought possession back. They repelled the Raiders. They actually gained some field position, which was a shout out to their halves. But, mate, they would have been happy with their effort in the first half. But, again, the poor kick chase for that week's try really I felt was a big moment in the game. And Canberra just had the momentum then. And I think that's... If they're gonna improve on anything, it's just being fully committed to the cause for 80 minutes and no lapses.
You're talking about the kick chase on the individual try of the season, not the
Correct.
one where he runs the field and all the just
take
off
your
a
pick.
straight kick.
Take your pick,
But
bro.
that was a really good end to the set.
Yeah.
Cole Flanagan, nice little
With the nice little
They
dink.
finally built the
Yeah.
momentum as well, and they
But that's what
changed
it just needed. That that's what I said to you. Like the Raiders just needed to hold the ball, and they're just better, bro. Like They have the quality.
Well, Weeks is just better.
Yeah.
Because he gets Sloan and he gasses him.
Yeah.
I still think good fight back. I'm still high on our Dragons. Our Dragons.
Not as our Dragons.
Why is it our Dragons? NRLW, the game on the weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to our NRLW player standout, our player spotlight, Indy Bostock,
What a
Tegan
machine.
Berry, Racine McGregor.
Yeah.
Could have put any three, but we felt it's very obvious to put Tegan Berry, highest try scorer of all time in the NRLW, and also Racine McGregor.
2022 Dahlia medalist and
If you're watching on YouTube.
2025 Dahlia medalist.
What do we have this year?
Reading into the future.
Right foot.
That was...
Drop of the shoulder. Dad said it too. Messaged me straight away. Because you called me.
Saw it coming.
You called me and
you.
gave me some info. And then Dad comes in and goes, she scored. And I was like, no, I don't think she did. And then you called me straight after.
It
She
was...
scored,
You
all right.
should have heard me. You should... probably... I reckon
They
3
was-
suburbs away you would have heard me.
Guys, start watching
Literally.
the girls' game, man. Just promote it. Be positive. If you don't want to watch all of them, don't watch all of them. Just pick and choose the games you want to watch.
It was quality, man. We got some good quality halves at the moment. If you want to look specifically, if you're really like analytical when it comes to NRL, I heard Jamie Sauer talk about the women's game and they need to, I suppose, learn spatial awareness and being able to dig into the line. Racine's really good at that.
Rachel Pearson.
Really, really good at
Ali
that.
Brigginshaw.
Hence why the big show and go on the right foot step worked. Because she went 70, what would it have been? They play 70 minutes.
Yep.
So she went, 65 minutes. Give,
set up. Yeah.
Middle opened up and she went bang, right foot, straight through the middle.
Straight through.
Into the Titanic. The Titanic try
Yeah, the
celebration.
celebration at the end.
Bro, the
So
try
good.
celebrations, lads, you need to pick your game up.
Well-
the women are smashing yous.
Yeah, the Broncos and Bulldogs won. They were like, why did they forget? Yeah, because it was a harsh game. It was a very tough game. Marcelo started well. Little salute. Love that. But after that, it was pretty tight. I was as stressed as probably they were.
Nah, you got to do
They
it.
weren't thinking-
You got to do it, bro. It's 1 month, man. It's
I
1
think
month.
the Broncos should have probably been a lot outlined. It should have been outlined prior to the game. But I think them getting on and scoring, I think you don't want to be down 18-0, scoring a try 18-4, and you're getting up like a bit of a wanker. I know it's for a good cause.
There was...
That's a tough one.
I think there was one time I saw when Marky Mark got his second try. He rinsed so
He didn't want to do it.
and someone said to him, try celebration, and he went... And he just walked back. It was too much business.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. Come on, lads. You can do
but
better.
it's a game too. It's
Doesn't
like you
matter.
don't want to be...
Come on.
Usually it's more showboating when you're on the front foot.
Get around it. Just get around it. The girls, they can do it and they can still have a fucking good time doing it.
Yeah, because they got the opportunity now. The boys, it's business. With the girls, it's
And the
like
girls, it's
bit
not
of fun
business?
and business. It's
Nah,
both.
It's business, bro.
There's a lot more riding on the
business.
men's game than the women's game at the moment.
Come
Like
on.
the women are there for opportunity.
Come on.
Okay,
Come
I'll
on.
back you.
Come on.
Don't worry, Adrian. The one thing you know, I'll back you.
About time.
Still backing you.
About time.
Saturday, 7:35. Melbourne Storm defeated the North Queensland Cowboys 26-20.
Ugh.
Yeah, won't be too much on this.
Yeah.
So many stars out for the Storm, still getting the victory. It just shows the depth. It was uglier than expected, but they seem to win these tight ones. It frustrates every fan. Everyone in NRL knows. We probably all lost by this close of a margin to the Storm.
Oh, yeah.
I think Broncos, what did we go down by 50 this year? Well, I think we lost by 50 against them this year. I think we've done all right.
You
I feel
haven't?
like it's... No, not yet.
It's coming.
No, last round we usually get them. Round 27, there'll be a nice going into finals 52-4 or something. It'll be really
Just
nice.
to really stunt your confidence.
Well, I
That'll
think
be good.
last year we come into the mid-year very good and then we just fell off completely. This year we started good and went down and then we come up again.
Choke.
So I don't know.
Choking. That's what you do.
Maybe.
What
Don't
you
know.
do.
Nick Meaney, Mez.
You want to start on Melbourne?
Yeah.
Let's start on Melbourne.
Nick Meaney. Very, very
Meaney.
solid game at fullback in place of Pappy.
Fucking hell.
22 runs, 255 run meters, 2 tries, 3 line breaks, 8 tackle breaks, 4 out of 4 conversions. We've got to give him that. We know how hard it is for the conversions. Shout out New South Wales. 1 error as well
Yeah. That's...
against Mr. Clifford.
Did I expect anything less? Absolutely not.
From the bottom of the table Dogs to getting signed to the Storm.
Knights. He was at the Knights before, couldn't crack first grade, went to the Dogs, and he was just our Mr. Fix-It, and now
Seriously.
he's Mr. Fix-It for Craig Bellamy. Like,
Love it.
him
Absolutely
and his
love
twin,
it.
Grant Anderson.
That celebration too.
My
Incredible.
missus goes to me, does that mean his brother? That looks like more like Meaney than Meaney does.
Yeah.
Mate, they were good.
Very
They were
good. He's so good.
Yeah.
Such a good player.
Look,
Strikes the ball well too.
he sure does, bro. And I think it's such a key to a squad to have depth and guys like that in your team.
Oh yeah.
Like he plays centre every week, and I don't think that's his best position. I think fullback's probably where he fits.
Yeah, because Pappy scores both those tries that he scored. It's just support play. It's quality support play.
It's fullback. It's just if you have reps at fullback, you'll score those tries.
Yeah.
But he just had a phenomenal game. Him, Jerome Hughes did him pretty well.
Yeah.
What did he stand out the way I expected him to? Probably not.
But we expect so much of Jerome Hughes.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's their main boy.
They also lost Pappy. I think if they had Pappy, would have given Hughes a little bit more confidence. Maybe. Maybe he just wanted to make sure that everyone else was doing their job before.
Capitans as well. Comes in captain.
Capitans. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. But I thought they got out of their own end very easily. They had some one-on-one mismatches all over the park, which you could see in the deficiencies of the Cowboys line.
Yeah.
I didn't really like their shape, but then again, you lose your fullback, you lose your 5'8". Is it going to be any good? Not necessarily.
You lose your wingers.
Exactly. I think the moment the game turned for them was Jonah Pezzett. Jonah Pezzett came on much better. Wishy went to hooker.
I like Wishy at hooker, man.
And then Garlic to lock. It reminded me of when Brandon Smith would come on.
Yeah.
It just increased their ruck speed and they were able to roll and they looked much better from that point
Reminded
on.
me of the Dogs.
Yeah. Did.
More
Garlic's a really good pickup
players.
too. Gone to South.
Is he?
Yeah, to link up with Brandon Smith and learn how to be the best utility in the world.
Why would they do that? Must have boys coming up. What do you think Wishy's missed to fix it?
Do they? I wonder if they want to play him similar role to Brandon Smith, and Smith is just there for 2 years, teach him how to do it, and so yeah. Unless they don't like Mamazelis.
Smith's got about 7 man the shields coming.
Who knows? Smith, you reckon?
Smith, if they don't pick, no one wants to pick him up. You would though.
You would.
He'll go to someone like Penrith.
Oh yeah.
He'll go to Penrith, win another 3 comps.
Of course he will.
Or you guys. You got a 9 coming?
Come on, baby.
Bailey Hayward doesn't work. Smithy.
Nah, he won't play 9 again, I don't think. I think his days of playing 9 are done now.
You reckon?
Roosters ruined him.
You reckon?
I think so.
Played 9 for Souths.
No, he didn't. Played through the middle, bro.
Brandon Smith?
Yeah.
Played 9.
No.
At the start, he played 9. Were you watching the game?
At
played
the start?
9. Yeah.
The very start?
Of Brandon Smith, yeah.
He didn't start. He was off the bench. Surely he was off the bench.
No, he came. I'm pretty sure he started. He's looking fresh as with his shaved head. Come on and played 9 for... It wasn't long. Then
so he started the game.
Yeah, well, now you're making me think I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he was starting the game at hooker.
I think you're wrong. I think he came onto the bench, bro. We will look later, but we're talking about the Storm anyway.
Keep going.
Mate, I thought they were defensively resilient. They had a lot of attack thrown their way, and they just bounced back.
Yeah.
A few standouts. Sean Bloor.
Yeah.
Real huge game. Hey, you know what I realised? Whenever the big lads aren't there, when the big boys aren't there, the Origin stars, he loves getting his arm free and offloading.
Yes.
I wish that he would do that when they're there because they have the perfect players around him to actually exploit that. Like,
yeah, but they got too many players, too many good players that can do that. It's probably just do your job, bro.
Maybe.
Named at 9.
In
number 22.
So he did start.
Back me.
What
Pretty
game
sure.
was
Let
that?
me see. Let me see when he went off. Brandon Smith. Geez, played 20. There we go. 19 minutes 29. Off for Ryan Gray.
9.
Started at 9. And then come on, played 9 kind of front row-ish. It was a bit of both because Avili was there too. So it was very confusing. Because Avili came on at like 60th minute and had 9 on his back. And I was very confused. I thought, so what's Brandon wearing? And he was wearing 22.
Yeah, okay.
But he got hurt.
Well, I didn't know. Let's put it this way. I didn't notice him on the field in that first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But when I did, was his second stint.
Yeah, they were getting rolled. Like it wasn't.
We
it
actually
wasn't the
have
best.
skipped to the game, but
Yeah,
anyway.
that's all right. No, it's fine.
Shall we just push?
Do
you want to talk much about Cowboys?
A little bit on the Cows. I still think it's very positive, man. Like I know it's you're not losing your job. I'll tell you that much.
No.
If he loses his job, it's a disgrace.
It won't. He won't. He can't.
They're still bringing that up.
They were competitive,
Bullshit
man.
media.
They were competitive.
Against the Storm too. I don't care how many players have got missing. I
think
the Storm win these games.
Admittedly, like he's probably fucked around with his halves a little bit too much. Clifford and Dearden, I think, is the way to go, and Dearden at 7.
Yeah.
Clifford just what he does for drink water is just crisp ball.
Did you see Duffy at all?
No. Couple of kicks. They kicked one out in the full.
See, that's the one thing I think. Clifford's your 7 there.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that it looks like I'm just not sure. I was a huge fan of Duffy coming in, trials, cup, but
did what he had to.
I just really don't know.
I don't think he's.
I'm not sure.
First grade standard.
I'm not sure. Yet.
Yeah. Clifford's. I think Clifford's
Shout out
doing
to
the
Meghan
job.
Markle. Yet. The power of yet.
The power of it. I
Don't
have no
understand
idea.
it?
No,
Okay. Not on that side of TikTok or anything?
definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely
people
not.
understand it.
No, I don't think anyone would. If you're listening to this podcast, and
People
you do,
definitely understand
reach
it.
out.
If you
Reach
watch
out.
things in the world, you'd understand it.
I honestly don't watch the news, and I
not the
don't
news.
watch. It's the news.
There was a podcast that came out and Meghan Markle was getting interviewed by this lady. I don't even know her name. It's just
fuck's
full
sake.
cringe. I love Meghan Markle. I still do. People give her a lot of shit, but I love her.
Why do you love her, Hayden?
Suits, she's beautiful. Suits, and she's also married to Prince Harry, which I think is very likable. People just love to hate him. Fair enough, they're a little bit cringe.
Helps that she's good on the eye.
Yeah, but the main thing as well, she comes out and she's like, oh, we wake up and do this, get all the kids ready and saying how hard her life is, and she doesn't do much.
Oh,
and that's
that'd
the
be-
thing that she was
yeah,
getting pumped by normal
really
people.
tough.
Getting pumped by normal people.
Really tough. How about
Yeah.
get up and go do 12 hours on a fucking concrete pump, hun?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. She's
Come
married.
on. Cowboys.
Yeah. Back to the
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Megan, sorry.
Sorry, we have
That was
just
Adrian saying that. I didn't blast you at all.
We've had ADHD with this game. Just
That's fine.
constant
Why?
tangents.
Average.
Not that great.
Not that great.
Hayden, 4 play the balls
Yeah.
inside Melbourne's half in the first 25 minutes. 1 try. There's your positive. There's your positive. You guys need to just live in that Westpac red zone. Shout out Michael Ennis,
Yep.
NRL's shittest commentator. Good guy.
You reckon?
Great player. Loved him as a player. Cannot stand him in commentary.
Nice.
Sorry, bro.
That's one that's worse. I'm not bringing it up. There's no point.
Sorry.
Way worse, bro.
Bleep that.
Way
Can we bleep
worse.
that?
Nah.
Bleep the name.
Bleep the name. Nah,
Let's not.
you shit on him. It's your fault.
I
He's a
love him,
Broncos,
though.
Broncos great.
The Bulldogs great. Fuck yeah.
Broncos
Get
great.
the fuck out of here, bro.
Wasn't he with us first?
Fuck off, idiot.
Wasn't he with us first?
Doesn't matter who he's with,
He
mate.
was with us
Where did he
first.
win a comp?
Was he with us?
Not with us.
Cronulla.
There
Was
you
he
go.
with us first,
so
wasn't
he's
he?
better at
He
Cronulla
was
than
with
both
us
of
first,
us.
though.
You got the shit Ennis. We
No,
got the
I
good
got
Ennis.
the good Ennis.
And he got the great
We got
Ennis.
he was gun with us. He was probably him and McCulloch were our last 2 actual number 9s. We haven't had a number 9 since.
Hayden,
Sorry, Billy Walters.
happy
Sorry, Corey
tangent.
Pakes.
Happy tangent again.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Corey Pakes. Apologies.
I was saying the Cowboys.
Nah, stuff the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Don't worry about it, kids.
You know what? Bit of ill discipline. Get your players back. Let's talk about you next week.
Didn't.
Again, all of these fucking players, bro. All of these clubs. We're judging them. We set it from round 3 when we spoke about the Warriors. We're judging you on how you come back.
Yeah.
It's been origin period. Everyone's allowed to have a dull period in the season. It's who's going to come out of this period on top and why is it the Bulldogs?
Talking about someone on top, West Tigers defeating the Sydney Roosters 30-28.
Hey.
The form had been switched, Mez. So the Roosters were playing like the Tigers and vice versa.
Yes.
The Tigers completely dominant early. We talked about round 1. The reason Roosters got pumped against Broncos was the forward pack. They got rolled. Ever since then, they've been huge.
Yep.
They've been leading the games. Yeah, you lose Angus Crichton and you lose, one of the
Lindsay
butchers, Lindsay Collins, and your whole team falls to shit. And you
Yeah,
get pumped by Suka and May.
Fanua Pole.
Fanua Pole, we can't put him. He's such a gun, bro. He's such a
Yeah, I
gun.
know.
Bro, he's...
Sione Fainu.
Bro, yeah, that's
See
we
on
know
air,
that. We
bruh.
know that though. We know that. Samuela, like they were rolling them through the ruck. No Appy, no Luai, no Buller,
No Talon de Silva.
no Talon de Silva.
Bye.
That's bad.
Bye.
But the Tigers completely dominant early,
Yeah.
rolling down the field against a really big Roosters pack. It was extremely surprising. Unforced errors coming out of their own end as well.
You got to think the Roosters in their couple of games that they've had their origin stars out, it's been that young forward pack that has impressed everybody. They've come up and they've rolled them. Lasalu comes to mind.
Yes.
Feketi, big
Yoelu
minutes.
at 9.
Yoelu,
a few
yeah.
mistakes as well, which I think
We've seen the positives in him though.
100%. The unforced errors for the Roosters is the most frustrating thing for as a fan.
Yeah.
It's got to be because it was very Broncos coded in that game. They did similar stuff. They got absolutely rolled. They made errors like Teddy was just going fucking hold the ball, like literally
they're-
yelling at him, going boys.
They're compounding their errors, bro. Like
It
if you're
was
going to
so
get rolled in
bad.
the ruck, you need to at least control your controllables, right?
And what are Tigers good at? Their main key is attack. Just doesn't matter where you're attacking from.
Yeah.
Tigers 2005 footy is score from anywhere, score more points.
Offloads
They're a shitter Broncos. Seriously.
to an extent.
They're a shitter Broncos. They can score points. Their biggest asset is points. 30 points against the Roosters.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And I actually thought the Roosters were going to come out and put their foot down here.
There was minus 13.5 for the Roosters. Minus 13.5 at the start of the week.
Someone gives you minus 13.5 or plus 13.5 for a team, you got to take it.
It was one of the best bets of the week, Mez. Random Stats guy came out and said, that's his lock. Minus 12.5.
What happened to that one, bro?
Stats lie.
Stats do lie.
Imagine going... I honestly was worried. Thinking...
I was too.
Shout out to SuperCoach. I went to Teddy Captain because of this game.
Yeah.
Nice Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. And
These
the
stars were
Tigers
aligning.
come out So impressed. So impressed. We're going to go back and forward, but so impressed with the Tigers.
Yeah.
4 or 5 times, Latu Fainu made the one-on-one tackle. Teddy dummy and go. He gets away, changes the game completely. A few one-on-ones with the big boys too. Good contact on the second rowers, the young forwards. It was pivotal. But that's not including the try save he had on Rodwell as well in the corner.
Yeah.
Puts his body on the line, ball comes out, attacks him, stays down after the play, takes him out. That changes these little defensive decisions change the game.
And the effort areas.
And that's not including his show of pace.
Yeah.
That show of pace for his try.
The pick up and go. He burnt them too.
Perfect.
I think that's the most impressive thing. You can look at a guy like Latu Fainu and he's got all the ball skill in the world.
Yeah.
Can be one of the best young talents coming up as a halfback. But it's those effort areas which impress you the most, realistically. Like being able to defend one-on-one on your line and making try savers repeated efforts.
It was really nice.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
Latu and Dewey in the halves.
You like it?
I loved it.
Man, I have always been a fucking fan of Dewey in the halves. I think he's a half. I think he's a makeshift centre to try and make up for what you're lacking in your team. If I'm you got Luai, right? So it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So we can all sit here and dream. Tigers fans, you can dream, but
Can we go Dewey 13?
fucking oath.
Like it.
You have to, man.
Like it.
I think you have to at this point.
Really like it. Alex 12, they've been tinkering with that 13. Safe Farth, that 13.
Mean potatoes.
I want ball players there.
So I'm going to go.
Let's go back to 05 Tigers.
I think you're going to need Terrell, mate, number 8.
Yeah.
I think you're going to go
Bole?
12 at 10 and Bole off the bench.
Oh,
Bit of
wow.
impact.
With Sione.
Bit of impact with Sione.
Jeez, that's good.
And you got Kit Laulaliti
As
just
well.
chilling there. Love him as well. That Tony Suka.
Yeah.
They got many options there.
Talon De Silva.
No juniors there that don't want to be there, bro. Just us bench.
Latu and Dewey playing real straight, threatening
Yes.
the line every set.
It's perfect. It's generally not what the Tigers do.
No.
They don't like to play straight.
Off the charging forward pack as well, who benefits? Your halves, and they set up your backs really easily, and it's exactly what happened. Shout out to the 3 finals as well who scored.
Oh, yeah.
But that just summed up the game. The Roosters got outsmarted, and it's really weird considering Tupou, I straight away thought it. He's going to hate himself. He's going to watch that back and go, fuck, he got me. Because he's this really smart defensive and attacker, defensive play and attacker, Tupou. And I just think looking at that, on last tackle too. Toa takes it short side.
Yeah.
And then 3 players there, bro. Trent Robertson would have been yelling, going, let's go, smash him. And then Benji would have been like, that's selfish. Flicks it out the back.
Bang. Charlie Staines' first try. See you later.
Charlie Staines, good game again. He's been playing really well in Cup, bro.
I quite enjoy nowadays. Staines doesn't mind a tough carry.
Yeah. Oh,
Whereas
big time.
him at the Penrith, it was just he was just on the wing, finishing
3,
and that's
4
it.
tries.
3 or 4 tries. He wouldn't get through the tough stuff, but I didn't mind it. I think the Roosters. Do you feel like they possibly came out? I wouldn't use the word complacent.
Yeah.
But do you think they overthought the game?
Yes, I think it was a little bit of complacency. I like it. I like you saying that because the errors coming out of your end, that only comes from let's go. Like who am I looking at? Who am I running at? Give me the ball. Like it's my ball. This is our game. We're going to pump them. Everyone there, minus 13.5. Like everyone's betting on us. The boys are telling us we're all coming. Everyone's coming to watch us. And
Crazy.
the Tigers just come out and went, because Benji, this would have been 7 losses in a row.
Yeah, they needed this one.
And they did it for Benji. Because he would have come out and went, boys, it's not just your job's on the line if we lose these games.
Oh,
it
fuck
is.
yeah.
It's mine too. You want me still here?
They got the squad
Get out
now.
and fucking act like it.
You know what? Where do you stand on the Tigers at the moment? Do you like their stance on you don't want to be here, get out?
Benji's very harsh, and I know he is. We're mates. So
Yeah.
and I don't mind that at times. It's good for culture.
Yeah.
It's good for culture. It's
I tell you what, it's good for culture as long as you're not the one who doesn't want to be there.
yeah, okay. Or who gets kicked out.
Yeah. I think if that goes sour, it might ruffle a few feathers in the sense of I don't think it's very professional
Okay.
to be like that. I think professionalism would mean you have a job to do anyway. Let's put all that aside, and I don't think they can.
You don't think the standard
I don't think
should
they
be the
can.
priority? The standard you hold at a club, you
But
think
it's
Melbourne
the-
Storm, are you okay with Melbourne Storm saying it's all right to be like mediocre? And
No, but
wanna
it's
be
not
here?
saying that it's not mediocre. It's if someone's coming out and going, I'm just not sure about my future at the moment. As long as they're not like bad mouth, their situations that they've had at the moment are a little bit different, right?
It wouldn't come out.
You wouldn't come out. But even if those conversations are happening internally, Like, you got to be able to sit there and go, okay, you don't want to be here. That's fine. I still think you're a good player. I'm still going to back you. I'm your coach.
Nah, I wouldn't. I don't like it.
Nah,
It just brings like negativity then.
Is it
brings the
negativity,
team,
though?
It brings the team. If you know in the room your player's not playing for you, why would you put him on that field? Because obviously we're talking about Galvin, aren't we?
Well,
That's the main one.
I think De Silva, both of them, they're best mates, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's a fair shout. Well, if we were best mates, they would have went to the same club.
well,
That's another thing. They're saying best mates.
what,
It's
you
like,
think we're going to pay fucking Talon De Silva? We can't offer him what?
it wouldn't be bad.
And
If
if
you're
he-
losing money, it's not a bad.
Yeah, but if
they
he's
would have looked at
going-
it, they would have looked at it.
But
Yeah.
if he's going, he might be going for a different reason, bro.
And
He
he
might
also
be going,
wanted to-
fuck,
yeah.
I need to get my pay packet, bro.
They also wanted to start. He wants to start. He's not probably guaranteed to start at
No.
Bulldogs.
I think
He could be. But you're not
Bailey-
playing all the game, mate. You're playing 20. You're doing a Brandon Smith.
Oh,
You're playing 20 and coming off. So
this
that's
is
the thing. Yeah.
Parramatta are in the situation where they go, mate, you come, you're going to start.
Yeah.
Bulldogs go, you come, you're going to earn your way in, bro.
You're going to play role.
Yeah.
And the Bulldogs, that's unselfish. See, that's the thing. You don't want someone there like that coming in going, I don't know if I want to play for you. You ask any Bulldogs player right now if they want to play. Marcelo Montoya, who played at Warriors and then comes back. Blake Wilson on the fringes. You think he doesn't want to be there? He can barely make the side and you had like 1,000 outs.
Oh,
Of course he's still there. He's going to go, boys, I'm in. I'm here.
that's what annoyed
What
me.
do you reckon?
I wanted to actually shout out. I had a little quote
Okay.
that I got sent to me this week
Yeah.
by one of our close friends, Emil. He says, the Galvin effect, a new term created for when you try to fix something that isn't broken and it completely backfires. Thank you.
I can't blame
Thanks, Emil.
Galvin for anything that happened in that game. Yeah, he ran like a
it's-
crossfield a
it's
few
just the
times.
coach's decision.
He did some tight. No, but I'm saying I don't blame him. You made errors. What, Galvin's going to stop you from making errors?
Yeah, but if he's the...
But your
well,
forwards, Jackie
he's a half,
Todd,
man.
Toddy came on, dropped the ball. You got done in contact a few times.
Yeah.
One of those little strip things that wasn't a strip.
Nah,
See?
we've set up pieces.
Still. Yeah, but I like it. I like
Let's
it.
push.
How many runs do you think the backs had for Tigers? Charlie Staines, what do you reckon?
15?
Could Tony Staggs listen up?
15.
18. To River, how many?
20.
18. Look at that. That's
Are they
Skelton.
all going to be 18?
Skelton,
20.
19.
Fuck.
Crazy. Toa,
Oh. I think he's a late call up to defend Shibbo, actually.
10.
10?
See the difference? It's all Stains. It was all because it's the speed. Because he's not a big
Quick
body,
ruck.
you have a quick ruck and you have the big boys helping
How do you
you.
beat size, Hayden? Speed.
Hey, seriously, are we figuring out are the science
Are we
listening to us
coaches?
right now?
Should we coach?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
under
sure.
8s or something.
Maybe. Sunday 4:05, Manly Seagulls defeated the South Sydney Rabbitohs 30-12.
It's here, Hayden.
Even though there were 5 games, I was getting over it by here. This game I was watching like,
Can you tell? I didn't even know Brendan Smith was on the field for 20 minutes, mate.
I was like, oh.
My attention span was...
It was hard to write notes. This was one of the worst games I've seen for a while. And it's not criticism on the actual teams playing. I just think the gameplay was a bit average.
I just
Like
think
they've got more in them. And
for Manly...
Souths fans, like you have so many injuries. It's just a joke. And it's just not fair. And considering you only lost 30-12, like this should be 60. With the amount of players you have out at 4 Pines Park,
Yeah.
with Turbo basically a clinic again.
Well,
Doesn't matter what position he's in.
you know what it was a clinic? It was a clinic of the roaming centre role. What do you want the roaming centre role to be? It's what Turbo has done. He was close to the Golden Boot in last year at the Pac Nations.
Yeah. Oh, we picked him.
We picked him.
We
We picked him. I think he showed us the blueprint of what a roaming centre should
Who
do.
got it?
Isaiah.
We picked him. We definitely picked
We
him.
picked him, bro. I know.
picked him.
We posted multiple videos about it.
We did.
Mate,
We picked him.
I know. We went on record.
I love it though. I
In our
love that
Aussie
for them.
jerseys. So but then he was able to do that this week. He looked
Yeah.
a little bit freer.
A little
Is
bit.
he-
Still,
Is he 100%?
he's still
Absolutely
running on the
not.
tiptoes. Like
Absolutely not.
he's running on eggshells a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
Not because he's scared, just because he's injured. It looks like he's worried about that hammy. Again.
I think he is.
Has to be.
I don't know. Look, he looked better. Let's put it that way. He definitely looked better.
Yeah.
What do you
I
got?
think very average start to the game as
Fucking
usual.
big time, bro.
Even though Manly were dominating, I just didn't feel like things were working for him.
No.
It just didn't. It didn't feel right. It doesn't feel right seeing DCE at the moment there. It's not even just his gameplay, just him. I don't
Yeah.
feel like he's representing the team. It's just little things that it doesn't. Maybe because we know, the outside story. If you don't know the story, then you don't know he's leaving. Then maybe it feels different. It just feels like, yeah, they're happy when they score and stuff, but
Yeah.
didn't feel like a team that can win the comp.
No,
Like a
bro.
team that can win the comp fully.
They had
You
a
got-
full strength side
Yeah.
against the Bunnies who maybe had, 10 first graders? If that.
Yeah.
And it should have been 60-0, honestly.
I think it flattered them how bad the Rabbits were.
Fucking oath,
It
bro.
did. And
Rabbits-
shining light, though. Go to a positive, cooler.
Oh,
Seriously, man. That back against the grain, he's so fast. He's dangerous every time he gets the ball. He nearly scored every time he got the ball on that
I
back
want to
under.
know, when is he off contract? Because he's a guy going, if we're
Where should he
forecasting
go?
our episode,
Melbourne Storm. What do they lack?
bro.
They lack centers, bro.
If he went to the Melbourne Storm,
Him and Coates on the left.
oh,
Him and Coates on the left. I like that.
my goodness.
Coates left wing, Cooler right, Meaney right, Cooler left, Meaney right
Howarth
centre.
into the back row.
Oh,
You're
sorry,
really gonna
Howarth.
hit Howarth.
Howarth. Meaney full.
Meany out. Meany gone.
Pappy's got to go.
Meany
somewhere.
Perth Bears. Meany
Jeez, watch
fullback
out,
Perth Bears.
Watch out, Cooler, Perth Bears.
That's what I'm saying. When's he off contract?
Shit. Watch out, Perth
Oh,
Bears.
Can't wait for that
Big
episode,
players
bro.
are
It's going to
coming.
be a fucking good episode. I'm keen as. I love making sides.
Getting Toey.
I love making sides,
Adrian,
man.
please.
Sorry, bro. Chair
Chair
check.
check.
Chair check.
For those watching on YouTube, just fixing ourselves up.
It's just something that we do to make
Make
sure
me
that we
look
don't
okay.
have rock hard
Abs.
abs. Rock
Because you've
hard
got to be
abs.
breathing in the whole time.
I do. Currently,
Oh,
yeah.
I do too, yeah. Does it look
Bit
okay? Is it-
pudgy.
Does the jersey... No, you look great.
No, a bit Portuguese touch this weekend.
Mate, I'm telling you now, you
Hammering.
look great. You look the one
Thanks,
of
bud.
some of the best I've seen for
Thanks,
a while.
mate.
Although you look good all the time, so it's tough.
Thanks, guys.
Nice, also good haircut. If
That's
anyone
fast.
can,
That's
no one will
fast.
really know. Ooh, have a look at that. Just the haircut. It's changing a little bit.
Is there something growing a bit at the top there?
A little bit of Kit Lauer Lily.
So I've said to myself, I'm just going to grow the back.
Hmm.
And then eventually, when it's long enough,
She doesn't watch anyways.
no, she doesn't.
She doesn't
gonna
watch
have
anyways.
no
and you don't know
idea.
who she is or who you are.
And I'm
if we're
gonna,
talking about
and
you.
then eventually it's gonna be a ratty, and she's gonna lose it. I can't wait. I'm doing it literally to film her do it and lose it.
If you keep doing what they did at school and like do it up and like get under the scarf and stuff,
Don't
it's cold
know it.
now. That it's gonna be summer when it's growing.
It's all right. It's gonna
At
keep
its
growing.
peak.
It's gonna keep growing.
Just
It.
wear hats and
Yeah.
bucket hats and stuff.
You did sort of inspire me. I think you said to me, "Come on, it's what was it? Black Dog Institute. It was mullets for
Yeah.
mental health or something."
Yes. We said that.
And then I said to myself, "Oh, yeah." And I just went, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it."
I'd be mad.
I just did it.
Bit of a Terrell May.
Why not? Why not?
Get it
Bit of a-
platted. I want it platted. Yeah.
Nice. Where were we? Sea Eagles.
Manly, yeah.
Look, I think
It
we
was
said
cool.
the-
It was cool against the grain that we're
I think
talking
we've
about,
said
but
the
we can move on.
positives. I think we said the positive. Tommy, roaming centre,
Yeah.
cooler,
Yeah.
can do a similar role.
Lehigh a little bit quiet, but that's what happens when you got the boys roaming. All
Lehigh-
about Garrick too.
Lehigh lacking a little bit of confidence, I think, at this point. KO'd a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be affecting him mentally.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I liked their kick chase. I liked they applied pressure without the ball as well. They turned it up a notch in attack. I think at probably around the 60-minute mark, they can strike from anywhere, as we've seen
Yep.
multiple times. Jason Saab down the right wing. It's just something that we're going to see for years to come.
No tries though.
No tries, but that's okay. Did you need him?
No,
We won enough, Hayden, on the weekend.
we did. I'm positive.
As I got told multiple times.
Still positive.
You won enough this weekend.
Wimbledon.
You did. Wimbledon, shout out to the table tennis as well.
Shout out to the first set. I'm
let's-
into a new thing now at the moment. Shout out Sportsbet.
Okay.
First to win the first set.
To win the first set,
It's always a lot more than if you got $1.02 for Alcaraz.
Is this
to
before
win the
the-
first set's $1.22?
is this before the coin toss? Do you know who's serving first? Because
Oh, it doesn't bother me. No, I back the ball. I back whoever
you
the boy or
back to
girl.
break. You
Um,
back them to break.
Either way, Alcaraz, Sabalenka, like, come on, man.
Sabalenka's not too great at breaking points, man.
It's not a bad shout. I'm still waiting on a result. So
Let's go.
free flutters
Come
going.
on.
But that's because we're up.
Little
I'm
bit of fluttering.
responsibly.
Oh, we are up.
Yeah.
We're fucking well up.
Souths, because we want to get out of here.
Yeah, okay.
We've got a meeting after this.
They stayed in the game. Their field position was in their favour very early. I liked Jackie Whiten, very involved.
Yeah,
Whilst Cody Walker is out, I like the idea of Jack Whiten at 5'8".
same.
I just think he needs his hands on the ball as much as possible.
Mr.
You're looking,
Duncan as well. That little combo there.
you're looking for shining lights. That's your 5'8" and your left second rower. Bang, done.
Yeah.
Right? Sorted.
Duncan was playing centre.
Centre.
Gets
I've
two
seen him.
metres.
You know why? He just runs a good hole
The
too.
whole
And he grew up playing 13. This is not something that he's done very often.
Gordon Tallis Duncan.
It's so gun,
Good
bro.
player.
It's up.
Great player.
What killed them again, Hayden? They're
Yeah.
up and in with no slide. They're just so up and in,
They're up
bro.
and in with no slide.
They're so up and in. They had AJ
So
at
people who
fullback
don't
as
know what
well.
we're talking about, you won't, because that's way too hard to explain
Yeah.
if you don't understand rugby league.
Exactly. They were unstable with their defensive choices. That was
But that
essentially
comes
what
down
you can.
to lack of game time together and injuries.
All of the above.
It does. I
as
like,
what
I
we've
like
mentioned.
AJ at the back,
Yeah.
but it's Latrell's position, bro. You're a winger.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a world-class winger.
And he's improving with his defensive positioning too. So
And I'm really,
Happy
really
for him
glad,
to be
knock
there.
wood, that his body's been good.
yeah,
Because AJ looks great.
definitely.
Talking about the injuries he was coming off, geez. He looks really good.
Yeah.
He's moving real well.
I think so.
Looks young too. I don't know how he looks so young. Not young as
he
in
is
18.
young. He's like 27.
Wow. How is he so young? Has so many bloody tries.
I don't know.
Being
bro.
on the end of all the Indigenous lads too.
Yeah.
The Cody Walker and Latrell, the try assist machines.
Latrell's still got 5 years of cutouts to hit him too. He might end up 200 tries above the record. Who knows, bro? Who knows?
I wrote down, Souths look like a defeated side. Having that many injuries, it's tough to compete every week.
Absolutely.
That's what I
you
wrote
pretty
down.
much
That's
summed
it.
it up. And I think Wayne Bennett's probably sitting there going, what can I fucking do?
Boys, I'm going to Perth Bears, so
What can I do?
give me a couple years, I'm going there. So just, you'll be right.
Where to for the Rabbitohs?
Cody. Perth.
Cody to Perth.
Cody.
He wouldn't be able to handle the fucking.
Cody, I've got a mill for you. Come over.
He wouldn't be
and
able
then
to
you go
handle the
straight to
flights.
coaching staff afterwards, and you're doing our attacking shape. Because I want that left winger to be higher than AJ. He's 17 right now, coming through the grades. I've got him over there.
Have you?
He's going to be a new
What's his
Israel
name?
Folau.
Israel Leota.
He's going to be a new Israel Folau. Oh, he's left. He's going to be a new Israel Folau. He's going to come in and he's going to get 350 tries or something. It's going to be all
350.
Cody Walker. The next 6 will come in and just be a Cody Walker clone.
Katie Nicarima.
All right, moving on. Round 19. Sharks, Dolphins, Mez. Friday, 11th of July. One of the best days of the year. One of the coldest. but one of
Friday,
the best.
11th of July.
It's looking good too. We got no rain.
I'm
which I
happy
love.
about that.
Fair enough, it's in Cronulla.
Yes.
But where would I be at this time?
I think
Probably in the city, watching.
I've got to go to Finns. I think. I can't back Sharks after their shit their bed shit against the
2 days
Broncos.
later, Hammer at fullback. No Nicarima. Nah, it's got to be Sharks for me. Oh, you think the bed shitters against them?
Yeah.
They've got to come back. And
Big
do
bed
something.
shit guys.
Okay, I'm going Sharkies.
We'll see.
Knights Storm, Saturday 3 p.m. McDonald Jones, the home of the NRLW Magic Ground.
My head, Storm. If you're gonna follow my tips this week, I'm back in the Knights, bro.
Flut.
I'm
See a
back
few
in the
birds
Knights.
Is it a bird?
Why am I back in the Knights?
Flutter.
3 p.m. Saturday in Newcastle. All right, ideally, their Origin stars are here, but they have no buys left for the rest of the year, bro.
Yeah.
So if they're going to rest, they're resting this week. Pappy calf tightness. If he doesn't play as well, I think they're in with a sniff.
No Sharp, no Ponga. Who's sniffing?
Fletcher Hunt at the back. Jackson Hastings at 6. That's who's sniffing.
Are they better than Cowboys?
That's
The
who's
Knights?
sniffing. I think compared to
Without Dearden and Nye?
compared to the side that they put out last week, I think they are better.
So I think the Knights can get him. Big time.
Knights
$4, I'm fluttering.
Defensive resilience, Knights.
Yeah.
Never
I like
know.
it. Okay. I'm still going Storm.
Sure.
On my day of my birthday.
Yep. Well, you
As
will.
in
You
the
will know.
party.
Yeah.
The birthday party.
Birthday party.
If you're invited, you know. Saturday,
What party?
5:30.
What party?
5:30, we'll be celebrating the party. Maybe I'll get a screen on. We'll watch it. Never thought about that. Actually, probably should get a screen. Dragons, Roosters, Jubilee Stadium.
Which teams turn up?
You see Walker coming back because there's a 13 plus on
This
the cards.
one's a team list. Oh man, but the Roosters,
Crichton, Saturday.
he'll back up
How big's Origi?
if he has a big game.
Yeah, big game. I'm backing the boys to stand up again. Radley will be out because of the see the
Dragons.
Radley thing, the ongoing concussions. He's now waiting to see how he feels. That's what it is. It's a feel thing. Boyd Cordner talks about it.
Yeah,
You're not going to get a brain scan, or you're not going to get a brain scan and then be.
they're bringing up.
It's coming back to the brain
yeah, I
scan
remember
again.
that. Yes,
You're not going to get a brain scan.
It
It's too
just
scary,
triggered.
Mez.
It just triggered.
Because there's a post that keep getting bring
Come
up.
on, let's move on.
Also, NRLW, we have 405 likes on one of the comments I posted.
More 4:30 since
Is it?
then. Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out. Don't actually shout out to that guy. He's a knob jockey.
Fuck that guy.
Saturday, 12th of July again, 7:35, Queensland Country Bank Stadium, Townsville, Cowboys, Doggies. Let's go the Dogs.
Dogs.
Bit of
dogs
redemption.
Well.
We'll be
Dogs,
dancing
dogs
into
well.
this too.
Dogs well. Oh, I'll be dancing. I'll be dancing shirt off.
If you're watching on
possibly.
YouTube, seriously, you should
Shirt
have seen
off.
that. It's bloody step up.
So, I was gonna say you look
Step
like
Up
Moose.
4.
Moose from Step Up. And the stairs with Timberland on.
Bounce Timberland.
Nice.
That's hectic.
Nice.
Sunday, 13th of July. Shout out to Brianna. Someone I know could be related to me, my sister.
Who knows?
Her birthday.
We won't know.
Warriors, West Tigers, 2 p.m.
Up
Auckland.
the Waz. Up the Waz.
This will be a scary one.
Up the waz.
First game back from all the injuries.
Up the waz.
I reckon the Tigers can pip him. You know, I'm going Tigs. 3:18. There's
Waz.
Flutter coming. There's some birds. 13th of July, 4:05. Eels, Panthers. Panthers. Combine curse in full effect. Surely, bro. Come
Don't
on.
matter.
Come on.
Penrith.
Oh, are they going to bring him? Are they bringing him in? They said they're resting him again. They still get him. Doesn't
Penrith.
even matter what.
Penrith. Is
Talangi
Moses
Clinic.
back?
Talangi Clinic.
When's Moses coming
No, I
back?
don't
If
think
Moses
so.
comes
No
back this
way.
week, para.
If he comes back
doesn't-
this week, why isn't he playing Origin?
Let's go. Titans, Broncos.
Titans, Broncos. Broncos,
I'm not even
13 and a
gonna-
half plus.
What's going on in the NRLW, bro?
13,500 plus.
13,500 plus.
Yeah, we got him this week. I'm real positive.
Really?
Yeah,
You're that
come-
confident?
Coming at $1.29. The boys are on. If we got it from you, so thank you. I appreciate that, doggies.
Yeah, right.
West Tigers Doggies Thursday, 10th, 7:45.
Can I just shout out to my tips last week? 5 from 6 for NRLW. I think we
well
went the
done.
same. I think we went. No, actually, I went the Cows. You went the Titans. 5 from 6.
Did I get Titans?
You went Titans.
Did I
Yeah.
get 6 from 6?
No,
I probably went.
you
someone.
didn't. No, the one
No,
we got
Titans
wrong.
won, didn't they?
No, we went Sharks Eels. We went Sharks.
Of course I did.
We went
Benetani
Sharks.
Grey.
Yeah, we went Sharks.
I sure did.
So
I remember
5 from
that.
6 for both of us.
Yes.
No, 4 from 6 for you, 5 from me.
Yes, because I went Titans and you went Cows.
I went the
Do you
Cows
know
at
anyone
5.
from Cows? Not many names on you from Cows. That's probably why.
Whitfield, Jakai
Whitfield? Yeah.
Jakai Whitfield?
So you wouldn't know too many.
No.
Oh,
Well,
I need to get more educated on that.
more educated.
Tigers, Doggies.
Doggies.
$1.25. Let's go, the boys.
Doggies.
Campbelltown.
Ooh,
We're gonna
Thursday.
make a few more games this year too. We got some Jersey. We're gonna go to the games.
Yeah.
Shout out
We
to
are.
Racing.
We will.
I'm going Doggies.
Yeah, I like the
Campbelltown.
Dogs too.
Upset
I
against the Tigs.
may go.
It's a big one for Thursday.
What time is it at? 7:45. Geez, I wish it was like a. That would suit me for like a 5:30 after our review.
Nice.
Straight to Campbelltown. That'd be nice.
That would be fun. 12th of July. Raiders Sharks. GIO.
Sharks bounce back for me.
Same.
Both soft losses. Raiders were a
Penatani
bit
Grey.
disappointing. Yeah.
Exactly. Big game. Dragons Roosters.
I think you can tell by the
Dragons.
silence in my voice. I'm gonna back my Dragons.
Dragons. Our Dragons.
Our Dragons.
It's our Dragons. Sorry,
We're gonna
Roosters,
back our
don't care.
Dragons.
Don't care if you have absolute superstars all over the field. Cowboys Knights. Oh, Jesus, it's the toss of the coin. I'm going the Uptonless Knights. You know what? I was impressed with the Cows. I'm going Cows.
Same. I
Going
think I'm gonna go
Cows.
the Cows. I think they'll be strong this year.
Was Eels. I really liked Rachel Pearson. Rachel Pearson.
Rachel
English,
Pearson.
please.
Yes.
Eels.
Yeah, I think I'll
Eels,
go
bro.
Eels as well. I
Eels.
like to.
Big
Abby
time.
Church at the back too.
Last one, Titans Broncos.
Ooh.
Mrs. Upton. 450. They got to have a flutter on the Titans.
There
here.
should be a flutter on that game. I think that whatever the line is, I want to jump on the Titans line.
Okay.
But
Broncos
Broncos,
got some points, bro.
Broncos for me.
We got some points.
Did it pretty easy
Jeez,
last
that's
week
good.
too.
And that's pre to NRL.
That's so good.
Snaps.
Snaps.
Man. Seriously, we love that.
Snaps.
That's what we wanted from the start.
Exactly.
That's what they wanted from the start. We just didn't have the funding, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so.
If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram and TikTok, like us on Facebook, subscribe, watch us on YouTube. Also, as always, feel free to leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thank you to everyone that entered our Caxton Street Brewing Co. Watch Party Game 3 giveaway as well.
Huge.
The decider this Wednesday.
Absolutely huge turnout.
I think it was 109 comments we ended on, so it's pretty good.
we doubled what we did in game 2.
Yeah.
Doubled, bro.
Well, it was the positivity, I think. People were coming out. We got Mosey shout out, Moana. She come out and said how good it was.
Yeah.
And people just latched on and went, yeah, let's go.
That helps us so much. We
does.
actually appreciate you so much. We
Yeah,
really
thank you.
Those kind words, they go so far.
Thank you for going there and enjoying it too.
Yeah, I'm so glad that, someone went, they got the giveaway and they really enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
she may be going again.
Maybe.
Fingers
If
crossed.
people pull out, hey,
Exactly.
she's on the list.
There's also, you can buy your own tickets. Is that what were you going to say that in your next little blurb?
Yes.
Continue.
$55.
All right.
Unlimited wings. It's in our bio site.
It is.
So go to our Instagram, click on the little link that's there, the bio site. You can go to, it'll take you straight to the game 3. Unlimited wings, obviously. Tap
And
and
packaged
packaged beer. Not sure the difference in taste for me. I don't drink, but I'm sure it's really good.
It's
House
nice.
wines, non-alcoholic beverages, and you can't forget the wings.
And also,
We said it already, but the wings.
but the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere.
big time.
If you think Queensland are in for a big one and you're a Queenslander fan, there's no better place to be.
You want to win
than
game 3,
in the heart of
turn
Queensland.
up. Why not? Turn
You're
up.
at the heart, bro. Suncorp Stadium is the heart of the Queensland spirit.
That's all right.
Do you have Queensland spirit? No. You don't, because New South Wales are going to win.
13
So,
plus Queensland. Adrian, have a very successful week, apart from Wednesday. Wednesday night between 8 p.m.
Thank you for being specific.
Sorry.
Thank you for being specific.
Between 7:45 and we're getting G'd up and I'm about to punch you in the face.
So we'll be
7:45 and 9:30.
We'll be at my house, probably doing a little bit of a TikTok live before, maybe.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will. Good luck to you. Have
Thank
a good
you.
week. Have a very successful week. I know this is our NRL episode. We still have our SuperCoach episode tomorrow.
Yep.
But yeah, I want to wish you a very happy birthday for
Thank you.
Friday. Our listeners, they are very grateful for you being our producer,
It feels I'm
social
waving
media
back
guy.
now, actually.
They are. That's it. Hey, that's weird.
Thank you.
Why did you put your pants on? Patrick?
Stop that.
Stop that.
Who is that guy, actually?
Oh, weird.
I know. Love you, mate.
Love you. Bye.